And welcome back, everyone. This is ConvolutedCube. I am playing host today, Mr. Ryan, and of course, my best friend in the whole wide world, Mr. Randy.
Mr. Randy.
This is your top 5 most anticipated games for 2015.
Yes, it is.
So, without further ado, how about that number 5?
Number 5 is going to be The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
Oh, okay.
Developed by CD Projekt. This has a release date of May 19th. I love the immersive world. I just love the life that's there. And plus, I love the length in all of the games. And this one's going to be super long. 200 hours. Yeah. Multiple endings, up to 41 variations from what I understand of different endings.
I did not realize it was that different of an ending. Jesus.
And I like the fact that the combat system is a little more action-oriented and less like turn-based RPG. I'm really looking forward to that game. That game's going to be really fun. CD Projekt has won my loyalty, so just take me on this ride. So number 5, Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
Number 4, how about that one?
Number 4 is going to be Rock Band.
Oh, man.
Yes, the new Rock Band, developed by Harmonix. It's self-published, and this is due out this year. No release date, except for this year. Probably holidays. I love Rock Band. I have missed music games for so long. I love music games. I'm glad that they waited so long because they flooded the market. It wasn't their fault. It was all Activision and Guitar Hero. They came out with 3 Guitar Hero games in the span of 4 months near the tail end of it. They ruined it.
Yeah.
Harmonix has been nothing but great. Everything that they've put out has been fantastic. Rock Band 3 was the most mechanically sound out of all of them. And then they took time off. They did some Dance Central, which was really fun. And now we get back into the plastic instruments, only with the next generation.
Yeah, have fun spending those $250.
You don't have to.
What?
Because you can use your last generation instruments on this current generation as long as it's the same brand.
Oh my God.
So if you have PlayStation 3 instruments and you got a PlayStation 4, all you have to do is plug it in. You're good.
Well,
if you have an Xbox 360 and you got an Xbox One for Christmas, just plug it in. And all of your downloadable content works on the next generation systems too, as long as it's not cross-brand.
Oh, wow. Okay. Mm-hmm. So it was Harmonix?
Harmonix.
Doing it up right. Thank you for getting your shit together.
Harmonix is one of my favorite developers. They do not do their customers wrong.
Okay, so that was number 4, Rock Band.
Yeah.
Let's hear number 3. What is number 3?
Number 3 is my indie title of my list. This is Hatred, developed by Destructive Creations, if I remember correctly. It's another self-published game because no one else would touch it with a 10-foot pole, and it is due out in the second quarter. It's only going to be released on the PC because Sony and Microsoft won't allow adult-only games on their consoles.
Oh, wow.
So if you want to play it in America, you have to play it on the PC. Made by a foreign developer. I believe they're Polish because when I pre-ordered it, I had to pay for it in euros.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
So you're committed for this, too.
Oh, yeah. The game sounds fine. It looks cool. It's got a sort of film noir, black and white aesthetic to it. And then when you do explosions and flames, those are actually in color. Ultra violent. That's why it got the adult-only rating, because you're playing a mass murderer who's just murdering innocent bystanders. I'm really anticipating this game, not because I want to play it as much, but because I really am interested in the backlash and the press around this game. So number 3 is Hatred.
Hatred. Excellent. Number 2. Let's go with
Number 2, Batman Arkham Knight, developed by Rocksteady Studios and published by WB Games.
I knew it would be on your list.
Oh yeah, this is coming out on June 23rd. Rocksteady has not made a bad game, so I have no reason to think that this is going to be a bad game. In fact, all of their games have been pretty darn good, if not Game of the Year candidates that year.
Yeah, and they look fantastic.
And this one looks even better.
Oh, the Batmobile.
Mm-hmm. How you can switch it between pursuit mode and battle mode, where it turns into basically a tank.
Shut your damn lips.
A helicopter fighting tank.
What?
I'll take that.
Yeah.
Scarecrow's back, and he's messing with your head, trying to release his fear toxin all throughout Gotham City again. Yeah, I'll do that again. So the story's intriguing because it's the first one without Joker. However, they kind of said that last time with Arkham Origins, so whatever. Okay. The writing has been good in all of these games with the kind of imagery that they evoke.
Oh, absolutely.
And the gameplay is fantastic as well. And they've added some really cool stuff with the gameplay, both on the combat side and the stealth side. You're able to do fear takedowns now, where you can get out 3 enemies with melee takedowns before they even realize that you're there. So you can kind of thin the herd before getting into the main combat. So number 2, Batman Arkham Knight.
Excellent. Okay, any honorable mentions before we get to the ultimate number one?
Yep, just real quick, I'm looking forward to Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem on the 3DS because I really like Shin Megami. And also that brings up Persona 5, which will be released on the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 for the first time. And then both you and I are really looking forward to No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
And also The Devil's Third on the Wii U. Quick review.
Yeah, of course.
Number 5. Witcher 3.
Witcher 3.
Number 4, Rock Band. Number 3, Hatred. Number 2, Batman Arkham Knight.
Absolutely. Okay, so drum roll, and then number 1.
Mortal Kombat X.
Bum, bum, bum.
Comes out on April 14th, only 2 weeks away. It is developed by NetherRealm Studios and produced, once again, by WB Games. They are on a roll.
Yeah, they are.
So yeah, Mortal Kombat X. I'm really looking forward to. New story mode, continues straight from Mortal Kombat. So the new story mode takes place right after Mortal Kombat, which is crazy because only like 3 people are alive after the last one.
Yeah.
The story mode is non-linear. It takes place right after Mortal Kombat, but then it jumps 25 years in advance. You can play as Sonya Blade and Johnny Cage, but then 25 years later, you can play as their daughter. And then the same thing with Jax. So you have Jax is back, and then 25 years later, you play as his daughter, Jacqueline Briggs.
Sweet.
Yeah. They brought back the fatalities, of course. They brought back the meter at the bottom, the super meter, the ultra meter. And then they also introduced some new cool stuff, too. So you have your fatalities, but then also say you want to end it quick, like you're playing with your friend and you don't want to see the full long fatality because you've already seen it like 20 times because you guys have been playing this for at least 4 weeks now. They introduced brutalities, which are like the old MK1 fatalities where it doesn't go into the super cinematic view. It's still the 2D style, but you still see them like ripping them in half and stuff like that. And they also introduced the brand new, this first time, called a quitality. So let's say somebody quits on you mid-match. It'll do a quick fatality for quitting.
Suck it for being a loser.
That's right. Also, for game modes, they brought back story mode, obviously, which we talked about. They brought back the challenge tower, and they made it a living challenge tower where the challenges you have to do change every hour.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And then they also introduced faction war, where at the beginning of the game, when you go into multiplayer, you'll choose one of 4 factions, and then each faction is going to have its own separate like fatality that you can use, and then you gain points for multiplayer for winning matches as well.
Oh my god, I love the sound of this.
Yeah, and if your faction wins, then they'll give everyone in that faction like a special costume or something as a reward.
Wow, I love the let's just make this ultra competitive.
Oh, this game's gonna be sweet.
Yeah,
this game's gonna be awesome.
All right, this sounds like a purchase for you. On day one.
This is day one. It's mine.
And I'm probably gonna get a used copy of this so we can do some faction war stuff.
Yeah. And they introduced Liu Kang, who's dead. Maybe they'll bring back a zombie Liu Kang as kind of a nod to the fans that have been there for a while, where he came back as zombie Liu Kang in Deception, which was crazy and mind-blowing.
It's getting me excited for it, for sure. So
it's going to be the best game of at least this half of the year.
Well, I'm glad Randy is more than excited for that. I am too. Hopefully you are. So I think that about does it.
Yep, that was my top 5 for 2015.
Most anticipated, most excited for sure with the Mortal Kombat.
Yep, most anticipated for. Yep.
If you loved what you heard and would like to subscribe below, please do so now. You can always find Randy on Twitter, and he is just
at ConvolutedCube.
And I am RP Green Machine 4. Please like us on Facebook.
If you have any questions, go ahead and send us an email at convolutedcube@gmail.com, or you can leave a comment down below too. I try and respond to those every day.
We both do, absolutely. So thank you, and hope to see you back for the next one.
All right, later.
Bye now.